Hello, today we're talking about Kricketune, the first bug-type evolution introduced in Gen 4, being the evolution of Kricketune, who evolves at level 10. Its previous PYC dates are April 3rd, 1997, January 23rd, 2000, November 13th, 2002, September 3rd, 2005, June 24th, 2008, April 15th, 2011, February 3rd, 2014, November 24th, 2016, September 15th, 2019, and July 6th, 2022. I think Kricketune and its pre-evolution Kricketune might be my favorite bug Pokemon, merely because of their iconic cries and their musical designs. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we talk about Kricketune, the cricket Pokemon, whose number is 0402. This is what it looks like. Its type is Bug, ability Swarm, Technician is its inability, gender ratio is 50-50, catch rate is 45 or 11.9%, breeding is 8 group Bug, hatch time 15 cycles, height is 3 foot 3 or 1 meter, weight is 56.2 pounds or 25.5 kilograms, base experience yield is 159 in Gen 4 and 134 in 5+, leveling rate is medium slow, EV yield is 2 in attack, shape is that, footprint is that, Pokedex color is red, and base friendship is 70. Kricketune is a bug-type Pokemon introduced in Gen 4. It evolves from Kricketune, starting at level 10. Biology, Kricketune is a bipedal Pokemon with an insectoid appearance. Primarily red, there are 3 black oval markings on its abdomen, a tan streak running down its neck to its belly, and a tan underside with a small dark red marking above it. It has oval gray eyes and a dark red round nose. Black feelers with curled tips extend from either side of its nose, similar in appearance to a mustache. The male's feelers are longer than a female's. On top of its head are 2 antennae with conical bases, spherical centers, and long, thin tips. Kricketune has 2 small feet and a pair of black wings. This Pokemon's arms are shaped similar to its antennae and are crossed over its chest when it cries. By rubbing its arms together, Kricketune can produce sounds and improvise melodies. It can also allow its cry to resonate in its belly. Kricketune's melodies vary greatly between individuals and can be used to signal its emotions. Scientists have been observing the melodic patterns of Kricketune for studies. In one village, Kricketune are used in a contest based on the different sounds it makes. Evolution, Kricketune evolves from Kricketune, so Kricketune. Gain data, Pokedex entries. In Gen 4 Diamond, it crosses its knife-like arms in front of its chest when it cries. It can compose melodies ad lib. Pearl, it signals its emotions with its melodies. Scientists are studying these melodic patterns. Platinum, there is a village that hosts a contest based on the amazing variable cries of this Pokemon. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, by allowing its cry to resonate in the hollow of its belly, it produces a captivating sound. The Gen 5 Pokedex entries are Platinum's entry. In Gen 6, X is Diamond's entry, Y is Pearl's entry, Omega Ruby is Diamond and X's entry, Alpha Sapphire is Pearl and Y's entry. In Gen 8, Brilliant Diamond is Shining Pearl with their Diamond and Pearl counterpart, Legends Arceus. It uses its cutlass-like arms to produce sound, the melody of which varies from individual to individual. It is a worthwhile endeavor to seek out one's favorite tunes. In Gen 9, Scarlet is Heart Gold and Soul Silver's entry, Violet is Platinum in the Gen 5 entries. Kricketune in the Paldea Pokedex, it's a full evolutionary line image. But there's also a Combee and a Squovit here, and so listening to the tune, that's very nice. And I've got Kricketune in the Kitakami Pokedex, a much more obviously full evolutionary line image here, with 4 Kricketune and 2 Kricketot here. It's very nice, clearly they're all making music. This in the sort of village, I guess, and there's this Magikarp statue that's like a fountain. That's interesting. Game locations, side game locations, held items in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, White, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl has the metronome 5% of the time. In Legends Arceus, Normal, Apricorn, 40% of the time, Spoiled Apricorn, 15% of the time, Greatness by level, Elevate, EXP Candy S, 100% of the time, Seed of Mastery, 10% of the time, Greatness by level, so how the math works. Stats, base stats, HP 77, Attack 85, Defense 51, Special Attack 55, Special Defense 51, Speed 65 for a total of 384. Pokeathlon stats, Type Effectiveness, Damage normally by Normal, Poison, Bug, Ghost, Steel, Water, Electric, Psychic, Ice, Dragon, Dark, and Fairy. We do Flying, Rock, and Fire for double, immune to nothing, resistant to Fighting, Ground, and Grass all for half. Learn set by leveling up. We'll start with this upon evolution here and then move on. So, upon evolution it gets Fury Cutter, 14 Absorb, 18 Sing, 22 Focus Energy, 26 Slash, 30 X Scissor, 34 Screech, 36 Fell Stinger, 38 Taunt, 42 Night Slash, 44 Sticky Web, 46 Bug Buzz, and 50 Perish Song. By TM we're skipping By breeding, there's nothing. By prior evolution, there's nothing. Animated series only moves. If you're new to this generation, what that means is it's moves that are exclusively in the animated series or any of the movies, it looks like in this case, even though it says episode on there. Except it can also technically be in the TCG. It's really just any move that appears in the anime that I can't get in the video games. So what I do is I'll read the move, the type, and the episode it's in. Usually there's just one, but if there's more, I'll do the same thing. Move, Bullet Seed. It's a grass-type move. In the episode, or movie in this case, Zoroark, Master of Illusions. Side game data, you got all this. Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Olmian, the browser entry. It throws gooey blobs. It also attacks using sounds. Guardian Signs. It flings gooey blobs that make Pokemon slowed. Got all this. Evolution data, Kricketune, level 10 Kricketune. Sprites here, so a lot darker red. Really just darker colors all around. And maybe a little bit shorter. These are a lot thicker, the antennae. A lot less defined elements, I guess. Although it's much more obvious in the back sprite, I guess. Yeah. It's got that orange color, like Kricketune was. And the females, you can see the shorter mustache. This is slightly different. Much more defined elements on the antennae there. Yep. Gen 5, I think makes it maybe a little bit taller. And you can get the full back sprites as well. But otherwise, not really much changes. In Gen 6, get the models. Pretty good adaptation, I'd say. Also, the colors get a little lighter, it looks like. In Gen 7, not much changes. Gen 8. You got this game's models. Homes, you got these models. Animation, Kricketune in Pokemon the series, Diamond and Pearl. Nando's Kricketune, the big one. Pokedex entries in Diamond and Pearl, episode 49, in Ash's Pokedex. Kricketune, the cricket Pokemon, and the evolved form of Kricketune. It conveys its many emotions with the melodies it composes. In Journeys, episode 33, in Go's Rotom Phone. Kricketune, the cricket Pokemon, a bug type. Kricketune makes sounds by rubbing its knife-like arms together in front of its chest. It can improvise melodies this way. Poketune, I guess. In the manga, Kricketune in Pokemon Adventures. You got a trio of them, and Pikachu, a couple, Pichu, and Roselia listening to it. Yeah, got all this. The TCG. Trivia, since Gen 7, Kricketune has had the lowest base stat total of any fully evolved Pokemon, with stats that are calculated through the traditional formula. Shedinja has a much lower base stat total, but this is due to its base HP of 1, which is not used in the calculation of its HP. Origin, Kricketune appears to be based on a cricket, which is widely known for its loud chirping songs used to attract females. Crickets use a form of stridulation to create noise, which they do by striking their four wings together, but this is often mistakenly believed to be done by rubbing their legs against their body, as Kricketune does. It also resembles a violin beetle, with an abdomen assuming the appearance of an actual violin or similar stringed instruments, and arms that function similarly to a bow. The spheres, midway through its antennae, resemble those of the Compsognathus violaceus, a species of beetle found in southern Brazil, Uruguay, and Argentina, whose popular names similarly reference stringed instruments. Besouro viola, viola beetle in Brazil, and guitarrero, guitarist, in Spanish-speaking regions. Kricketune additionally resembles a typical depiction of a music conductor or maestro due to its mustache, wings that look like a cape, and Kricketune's baton-like forelimbs. Name origin, Kricketune may be a combination of cricket and tune. Korotok may be a combination of kurogi, cricket, and tak, onomatopoeia of a ticking clock or metronome. Now the languages, related articles, external links, let's move on. Now let's watch Krickatune's first scene in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 492, Getting the Pre-Contest Titters. In this episode, the main Team Rocket team, consisting of Jesse, James, and their talking Meowth, are about to have Jesse enter a contest, and they're scoping out the competition, I guess.
Tempting
There's
Pokemon?
the Kricketune.
Your point.
What?
And that is Krickatune's first scene in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's see why other people love Kricketune. Hello and welcome to the community post section of the video. Today the question is, what do you love about Kricketune? And Flunger has responded. They say, I like Krickatune's cry. Thank you for your response. Let's move on.
Now let's look at fan art.
Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at TV art fan art. For those of you who aren't familiar with the series, what we do is we go through these images until we find an image that doesn't contain a Kricketune. So this is Kricketune, Sword and Shield icon sprite by Ak Peters. So just this little sprite here, I guess. I don't know if it's the official one. I guess it is. I'm gonna guess. They probably just uploaded it. Then we've got Night Park by Seto Kuwatsu. So this nice image of Dawn, probably from the video games, and a few Bidoof here, listening to Krickatune's song in the city. It's very well done. Then we've got Kricketune, Pokemon Gen 4 by Vertel. This nice Kricketune model here, very well done. Then we've got Inktober 2024, Day 30, Violin by Ted Yellowstone. So this, nice Kricketune image here, with a little bow, that's nice. Then we've got Kricketune, GB1 and 2, plus Shiny Platinum, by Paperfire88, so the, sort of their version of what it would look like in, I guess, the Game Boy and Game Boy Color, I guess, the Shiny, yeah, very well done. Got Shiny Kricketune by Wolf Jaden, this nice, marker drawn Shiny Kricketune here, very well done. I also like that it has these little shining stars, that's nice. And this doesn't contain a Kricketune, so we'll move on.
Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Shanks. As always, this is my proper outfit. You'll see me tomorrow.